deep condolences to the families caught in this latest raid and wish speedy recovery to the aged. We also join hands with the people of Mandera to call for peace and calm as we mourn our departed countrymen and women. You may recall that many of the bodies of the Mandera 1 massacre have yet to be buried. Many of them will be buried this weekend. The insecurity currently engulfing the nation calls for a comprehensive reappraisal of our security apparatus in terms of its organization, authority structure, equipment and morale of our personnel and coordination. Already, central government has lost effective control of over half this country's geographical landmass. Kenyans are killed seemingly at will, and even the security services are not spared. We have in mind killings in Mombasa, Bungoma, Busia, Lamu, in particular in Peketoni, Moyale, Baragoi, Kapedo, Garissa 1, Garissa 2, now Mandera 1, Mandera 2, not to mention the endless muggings and molestation of innocent Kenyans, including our women on public transport, as the government looks on helpless. We call on the President to take his duties as head of state seriously. Never before have we Kenyans had the presidency subjected to the abuse it has endured, especially since the saddening murder of 28 innocent Kenyans in Mandera 2 weeks ago. That's what I call Mandera 1. Today, we have Mandera 2 massacre. This situation cannot be allowed to continue. We have previously called for a proper and well-structured security system in the country, with the county government with proper accountability to the governor's office. We have reason to believe Kenyans are victims of state failure and indifference coupled with the effects of corruption within our security, political, intelligence, and military leadership. We have said here before that there is no way you can fight violence and crime by brute force. We have given you before the example of our sister nation Ethiopia, which has moved into Somalia many times before, is more involved with Somalia and has an even bigger Somalia local population. Yet there are no such things happening in Ethiopia because they have invested in and believe in intelligence as a way of fighting crime and such insurrections. Once again, we demand from Jubilee administration a comprehensive strategy to defeat terrorists and secure the nation. We need clear, actionable plans for counter-terrorism and a clear program for training, operations, border security, and corruption programs and targeting terrorist financing. The country is crying for policies to tame extremism. What the government is pursuing across the country from Isli to Mombasa has proved to be counterproductive. The government must reignite reforms in the security and intelligence sectors. They have stalled because Jubilee is not interested in this reform. We are demanding a thorough top-bottom assessment of the threats we face, the personnel we have, and what they mean for our ability to confront the dangers we face. Yes, we need to invest in equipment, but equipment in themselves count for nothing when competence is lacking. Intelligence gathering is compromised by corruption, and the partisan considerations and morale is weak. We are calling for more direct coordination of security matters with county and more local administrations. We demand a security system informed by an intelligence force that is professional and competitive and non-partisan. We need openness. There's need for consultations to enable us build a security and intelligence system that is able to keep pace with highly adaptable enemies. We need technologies and practices that enable us to efficiently collect and share information within and across our intelligence agencies. Consultations will ensure we invest in human intelligence that keeps information on trends and suspicious movements flowing across our country. This can only happen in an environment that is free of corruption, and the know-it-all attitude that is on display and which is exposing our people to grim danger every day. Kenyans deserve better, much better than this. It is not enough for a president to don military fatigues every other day and swag around like Rambo when Kenyans are dying and being killed en masse. In the final analysis, it is the government's inability to provide an exit strategy for a military operation in Somalia that is our undoing. It has given the terrorists a window of opportunity to continue to massacre our people as a form of retaliation for our president in Somalia. The government must come clean on this. The government must explain to Kenyans what they are doing to secure Kenyans from all parts of our country. We as CORD will say here and now that enough is enough, and we will soon pull our last card from our sleeves on matters of security. Any questions?
Can you explain that last? Can you explain your last statement? What is pull your last card? What does that mean?
It is our last card, and it hasn't been pulled yet, so it remains our last card. We won't play it here.
Do you want to talk about what it might be?
No.
The Trump card.
Oh yes.
Well, just want to add here that all that has happened in the past, the politicization of some of these events. When Peketoni happened, it was claimed by the government that it was not as well. Despite the fact that all the intelligence agencies, the CIA, British intelligence, the French, even Al-Shabaab themselves, said that they were the ones responsible. They said that no, it was the result of local political decisions. Up to now, not apart from the government, no other politician has been arrested outside the law. But what happened? The Minister for Internal Security gave people charge that was called that was responsible for incitement and insecurity in the country. The other one is the County Commissioner for Mombasa, Mr. Marwa, who said that it was ODM that was responsible for what had happened at the coast. And they went even further to allow some revenge attacks in the point where 4 members of ODM were killed. Posted for what had happened in the point. So we see a government that is not taking this insecurity situation seriously. Recently, we saw the deputy president come out and say that they had pursued the attackers Mandera 1 deep into Somalia, and that they had bombed their camp and killed 100 people. They even went on to exhibit bodies, fake bodies of people in uniform, as Al-Shabaab had killed. Because we know that guerrillas don't wear uniforms. And if it were true that they did in fact kill the 100 people 10 days ago, where have these new attackers come from? If they say that they actually dealt with that danger, indeed. So they're saying that by action, the government is showing that they are not serious about the security threats to the country, and that they are actually not equal to the task of the president. And indeed, the past asked them to bring the people of Kenya together to discuss the issue of security comprehensively. This they are free to do. So we're saying that if they will go on this way, Kenyans will say it is that enough is enough. And we have also explained to this now statement that enough is enough. And that if nothing is seriously done for the next coming days, then something else will happen.
Of course, all of us do appreciate the very negative impact these continued attacks have on the economy of this country. Our tourism sector is literally now on its knees, because when these things happen, they're all over Al Jazeera, CNN, BBC, and people think the country is on fire. I know that Parliament last week, after Mandera 1, got together and discussed understanding order number 20, a matter of urgent national importance. I wonder what Parliament will do today. This is why I agree that enough is indeed enough. This is why we say it is indeed time for poor Kenya. Let us not lose sight of the fact that you had called for this in terms of the proposed constitutional amendment, so that governors, 47 of them, have a direct responsibility over security. So, really we don't want to say much, but it is clear that Jubilee has utterly failed to secure and to guarantee the lives and property of the Kenyan people.